The Haitian Revolution from 1791 to 1804 was the most successful of the many African slave rebellions in the Western Hemisphere. It established Haiti as a free, black republic, the first of its kind. At the time of the Revolution, Haiti was a colony of France known as Saint-Domingue. By means of this revolution, Africans and people of African ancestry freed themselves from French colonization and from slavery. Although hundreds of rebellions occurred during the slave era, only the 1791 revolt on Saint-Domingue succeeded in permanently liberating an entire island.
Hi, I'm a mulatto.
And I'm a Frenchman.
So I hear you have this new thing called the rights of man. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Talk about your basic liberties.
Well, I just got the same thing here, right in Haiti, thanks to people like Duty Bookman.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I like that idea.
Well, the slaves and the revolutionaries, they sure do. We will be running this place in no time.
Not likely.
Well, think about it. We've been running these plantations forever. With Louverture, we're unstoppable.
Do you need to start a revolution? Do you need someone to fight for your rights? Then you need Toussaint Louverture to come to your country. Toussaint Louverture led the slave revolt in Haiti in 1791, the only successful slave revolt just about ever. After plantation owners began putting up a fight against the declaration of free blacks as having the rights of man, the revolution began. Toussaint became leader of the slave rebellion and changed his last name to Louverture, meaning the one who finds an opening. Boy, was this name fitting. Not only did Louverture successfully lead his slave army in a fight against the French, but he also invaded the Spanish and British. After winning 7 battles in 7 days, slaves in Haiti were declared free. Freedom. Is this something you want? Is this something you are searching for?
Toussaint Louverture is dead and could not actually be ordered from this commercial. Even if he could, there is no way to give you 2 at once. Must be 18 years old to call.
Toussaint Louverture, call now. Call now, and you can get not 1, but 2 Toussaint Louvertures. You have brains and dignity. To be able to use them, call now.
Haiti is the first black republic in modern history. It went directly from being a French colony to self-governance through a process that has had lasting effect on the nation. The system established by slaveholders demonstrated the effectiveness of violence and force in controlling the majority. This system survived the revolution and continued under the Black Republic. Historians traditionally identify the catalyst as being a particular voodoo service in August 1791, performed by Duty Bookman, a high priest. However, in reality, a number of complex events set the stage that culminated in the most significant revolt in the history of African enslavement. By the 1740s, Saint-Domingue, along with Jamaica, had become the main supplier of the world's sugar. Sugar production depended on the enormous amount of grueling manual labor provided by black slaves in the harsh Haiti colonial plantation economy. The Haitian population consisted of white colonists, or blancs, and free blacks, usually mulattoes, or gens de couleur, people of color. But the group outnumbering the others by a ratio of 10 to 1 was made up of mostly African-born slaves.
Hi, it's Jurga from Sham Wow. You'll be saying wow every time. It's like a chamois. It's like a towel. It's like a sponge. A normal towel doesn't work wet. Sham Wow works wet or dry. This is for the slave rebellion. The battlefield, the severe injury, the blood you spilled on the carpet when you executed that black dude or white guy. Sham Wow holds twice its weight in blood. Look at this. It just does the work. Why do you want to work twice as hard? It doesn't drip, it doesn't make a mess. Just wring it out. You wash it in the river. Made in America. You know the Americans always make good stuff. You can cut it in half. Use one as a flag. Drain away Bookman's blood with the other one. Soak up the violence of the bloodiest revolution in the history of the Americas. Lieutenants Dessalines, Christophe, and Louverture use it as a towel. Look at that. Completely dry. Don't stay in the fighting covered in blood. Put a dead body in it. Roll it up. Absorbs the blood instantly. Here are some blood and guts. Sugar. Pet stains. Now, your damage is going to be on top. This right here, mildew at the bottom. This is going to smell. Now, we're going to do this in real time. Look at this. Put it on top, turn it over. Without putting any pressure, 50% of the blood right there. You follow me, camera guy? The other 50%, the color starts to come up. No other towel is going to do that. It acts like a vacuum. Look, virtually dry on the bottom. See what I'm telling you? Sham wow. You'll be saying wow every time.
I can't live without it. I just love it. Oh my gosh, I don't even buy paper towels anymore.
ShamWow. I just love this thing. It works so well. Whoa. I wonder. All I can say is ShamWow.
You're gonna spend $20 every month on paper towels anyway. You're throwing away your money. Mini ShamWows are for everyday use. This lasts tens of years. This lasts a week. I don't know, it sells itself. The ShamWow sells for $19.95. You get one for the battlefield, one for the chopped off limbs, and two for your everyday revolution use. But if you call now within the next 20 minutes, because we can't do this all day, we'll give you a second set absolutely free. So that's 8 ShamWows for $19.95. Comes with a 10-year warranty. Here's how to order. So you can continue using it for the decades of dictatorship and turmoil you're sure to face after independence.
Call 1-800-951-7100. ShamWow is not available in stores and is made in America. Beware of ShamWow imitators. Call 1-800-951-7100. That's 1-800-951-7100. Call now.
In France, the advisory body made radical changes in French laws and on August 26, 1789, published the Declaration of the Rights of Man, declaring all men free and equal. The French Revolution shaped the course of the conflict in Haiti and was at first widely welcomed in the island. On August 22, 1791, a great slave uprising plunged the country into civil war. Thousands of slaves rose up to take vengeance on their masters and to fight for their liberty. Eventually, on April 4, 1792, the French legislature proclaimed the equality of all free people in the French colonies, regardless of color, and sent a commission to Saint-Domingue to ensure that the colonial authorities complied. One of the most successful black commanders was Toussaint Louverture, a self-educated former slave. Under the military leadership of Toussaint, the rebellious slaves were able to gain the upper hand and restore most of Saint-Domingue to France. But, in 1801, Toussaint issued a constitution for Saint-Domingue, which provided for autonomy and decreed that Toussaint himself would be governor for life.
Look at the mirror. Now back to me. Now look at the mirror. Now back to me. Sadly, you aren't me. But if you were a white Frenchman like me, you'd have rights like me. Look down.
Back at me. Where are you? You're on privately owned property, owned by me, not by you, because you can't own property. What's on your hand? Back at me. Nothing. My hand has a ring, because I have the right to marry anyone. You don't. Look again. The ring is now a baby, because I have the right to conceive children, and you don't. Anything is possible when you're a white Frenchman, not a mulatto. I have a horse.
There once was a country where most worked so hard, but the freedoms were limited. They couldn't even own their own yard. But that all changed with this one particular man.
In retaliation, Napoleon Bonaparte dispatched an expeditionary force of French soldiers to the island, led by Bonaparte's brother-in-law, Charles Leclerc, to restore French rule. The French soldiers were engaged by mulatto troops led by Alexandre Pétion and André Rigaud. The French were further weakened by a British naval blockade and by the unwillingness of Napoleon to send the requested massive reinforcements. Dessalines led the rebellion until its completion when the French forces were finally defeated in 1803. The last battle of the Haitian Revolution, the Battle of Vertières, occurred on November 18, 1803. On January 1, 1804, Dessalines, the new leader under the dictatorial 1801 Constitution, declared Haiti a free republic. Thus, Haiti became the second independent nation in the Western Hemisphere, after the United States, and the only successful slave rebellion in world history. However, the country had been crippled by years of war, its agriculture devastated, its formal commerce non-existent, and the people uneducated and mostly unskilled.